Hi, you both. I guess for the last few weeks, a lot of the talk's been, we're close. Now you score 3 goals, you're most of the season. What did it feel like to kind of break through? I mean, there were still some moments, but just kind of break through.
I think that our biggest thing really has kind of been like quality, and I think that that's something that we really, really focused on. And I think our our pregame talk was like, we're gonna be quality in front of goal. We're gonna put our body on the line in front and behind the ball. And I think that that's something that we did really, really well this game. And I think we played for each other, like really, really for each other this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you obviously sparked those efforts with your goal. You get back in the starting lineup, make a difference. Kind of, what was that like, and what was Becki's message to you before the game?
I think it was mainly just be myself. I think if I'm myself, everyone is gonna kind of push me to be myself, and I think that that's something that my team has been really, really, really good at. And again, there's no goal without the passes and the saves and the tackles, and I think that kind of goes unnoticed. So my team's kind of what helps you get there.
Is it me? Hello, I have a question for each of you. First of all, Kennedy, congratulations. What did you see on your first goal? What did you see?
Nothing really, to be honest. I kind of, obviously, I saw the ball from Maddie, and I think we really kind of have been working on that connection, and I think that ball was it was perfectly placed. And then I don't really remember anything after, just lots of hugs and celebrations, which kind of what I've personally been looking for. And I think as a team, like it was really, really good to kind of get us started that early, and and then that set the second goal as well. And again, it was amazing. It was so fun.
Kennedy set the tone for us, for sure.
All right, and then this question is for Sid. So obviously part of the importance of this game is this being played on Juneteenth, so I just wanted to ask you what playing this game and scoring the game-winning goal on Juneteenth means to you.
Yeah, I think it's poetic. I mean, Juneteenth, I got the game winner. But it's amazing. I'm so happy to be here, to still be here, and to still, help my team in any way that I can.
On the tactics side, it felt like you were trading punches between the first and second half, and the counterattack was so important to your play. Is that something that you guys discussed going into the game?
Yeah, I think, we've struggled to get the ball in the back of the net. And so our first thought was, let's go forward and let's try to make it as difficult as possible. We have the players to do it. And we were able to do that today. And I think that you saw a different Angel City team, even against Houston, 113 minutes of really hard work. And then we come here a couple days later with barely any rest, and we did what we did tonight. And I think, I'm just so proud of us. I'm so proud of Kennedy. It's amazing, and everyone remembers what happened last year. So hopefully we can move on from this and keep going.
Hi, ladies. Congrats. I want to ask about Sid and the kids.
Yeah.
What is that like for you to be, like playing with these teenagers, and what do you make of them and sort of like making these, like, it's a monumental jump from high school to the pros and a lot of growth and.
I am so proud of our rookies. I'm so proud of Ken. She always just wants to learn and is willing to learn, and she comes to practice with a smile on her face every single day, and she's just ready for everything. And this is a big jump, and it's tough, and it's hard, and the games are hard, and we have to show up every single day, and our young players do that. Kennedy did that today. I mean, we saw it. It was me and a couple teenagers, and so I was just trying to keep up, really. But no, I think we do our best to carry each other through and to pick each other up when we can. So.
Hey guys, I have a question just for both of you. Going off that Juneteenth question, there was a lot of commotion even before the game started with the festivities outside. I'm just curious, how do you think that energy from the crowd helped you guys today? It seemed very infectious just from the jump.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd at Angel City is always amazing. And today, for a Wednesday game on Juneteenth, we were so proud. And, I'm so proud to be Black and to play for this team and to be able to be celebrated today was amazing. So, yeah.
We're here. Sydney, obviously celebrating the first goal. Tonight was your 45th regular season goal. Just wondering, do you think back on your first at all? Do you have any sort of feelings for her, you know?
I don't even know if she was born yet when I scored my first. No, you're probably like 3 or something. No, I just think that it's been a wild ride, and I'm just so proud and honored that I get to still be doing what I love in front of amazing people with amazing teammates, and I hope to continue doing what I do.
And Kennedy, your first, just the feeling of scoring your first, describe that. And you see her sitting next to you is 45. Can you imagine something out in the future for yourself like that?
Yeah, I think that it's obviously it was a fun time to do it, and I think it's a little ironic the 17th minute's kind of shown up a lot, but I think being able to do it with such a good group of people, and I think the support that as a young player, it's a big step, obviously, and I think one of the biggest things that I've felt and I continue feeling with Angel City is the support, and that's the support from your team, the support from your staff, the support staff, and then the fans and the community that kind of they're building off of is awesome, and to be able to do that in front of them is on a Wednesday is the crowd that they provided was awesome, and I'm so excited that I got to do it.
And she got to do it in front of her family too. So
yes.
Ladies, for both of you, being Juneteenth and also Pride Month, is there a message you want to send to our LGBTQ young people?
yeah, I mean, we're so happy to be able to provide a safe space for everyone, especially at Angel City. I think we do as best as we can to be allies, and I know that there's so much more to learn, but I'm so grateful that we have such an amazing group of women to bring everyone in and make everyone feel valued and loved here. So.
And sorry, one last one for Kennedy. Alyssa was here last year. She's a young player, went through this. How has she helped you? Any tips? Anything you've learned from her?
Yeah, I think one thing with Alyssa, she's constantly working hard and asking for help, and I think that that's something that as a young player it's hard to do because you feel a little bit out of place, and I think seeing her be so willing to ask the coaches questions, ask her teammates questions, and sometimes it's put in a freaking tackle and do the dirty work that as a young player you're like, that's not my place or something, and I think seeing her do that and seeing her be so okay with that and kind of help teach that, and even if she's not publicly physically doing it and working hard every single day is I learn a lot from her.
Hey, Coach, this is quite the treat for a Wednesday game. I feel like you're trading punches.
I hope
there.
everyone's entertained.
How did you feel at the end of the game with that last goal by Sydney? Did you feel a breath of relief?
Yeah, I think this is something that's been a long time coming. I think it's a hard-fought win. We said at the end we never make it easy for ourselves. That's something that we would like to change. I think first half we were brilliant, really, really, really good. To go 2-0 up, played really good football, dominated, and then I think, again, it's a story of letting that decision on the penalty kind of take control of the game a little bit for us, something that we've been working on, and I'm just really proud of the players to be able to come back from giving up a penalty, 2 goals, going back to even score, and then to score that winner at the end. I think when we were a little bit outplayed in the second half in certain ways, football-wise, but I think from the Houston game into this game, we showed that grit, that heart, that desire, that never say die. And I think it's so fitting that Sid scored the winning goal because I think for 2 games she's left everything that she possibly has on the field. So just proud of the whole group. I think to come away with 3 points in this game is massive, and we have to regroup now and get on a flight tomorrow.
Yeah. Hi, Becki.
Hi.
We've talked a lot about how this team is close, how this team's close. You score 3 goals today, the most this year. Maybe not the complete performance or whatever, but how good was it to get those 3 goals?
Yeah, I think obviously more pleasing to score 3, disappointed to concede 2. We'll always push for more. But I think we got to walk away with the 3 points in what is a week of 3 games. So far we have 4 points, and we've got to take that as a huge positive, a really big win against a good side that hasn't lost many games this year as well. So I think just huge positives. I think to be able to rotate players and still have the same mentality, desire, and level of play going into the first. I was so impressed with us in the first half. And I think that speaks to the squad that we have and how everybody is so important. And you can say it, but to actually be able to show it and put it out there is also really important.
Yeah, and then with Kennedy, you've talked a lot about your trust in her. Could you talk about, her getting back into the starting lineup, that decision, and then obviously that paying off for scoring in the 17th?
No, I think, again, we knew we had a lot of minutes to go around this week, and I think Kennedy and Clarice, both as 10s, are really like similar kinds of players with their own twist on the game. So Kennedy's so reliable. I think Kennedy is a true pro, and whether she comes off the bench, starts, whether she doesn't play minutes, she's the same person. She is the same person. She's going to show up every day, and she's going to give everything that she has. And when she scored, I looked at Claire, because Claire's been a little like mentor, and Claire's been the one that pushes her so hard in training. And I think just really cool to see her play with such high maturity for her age, and to score in the NWSL at 16 years old is something that is just, she has such a bright future.
Becki, you alluded to the PK. Mm-hmm. We know the fans did not agree with it. How are you
Please
feeling?
Don't ask me these questions. I've watched it back. I feel like I can just say no comment. It is what it is at the end of the day. I think we have to continue to move forward, and whether we feel like decisions go for us, against us, we've got to take care of what we can control. And what we can control is how good we are. And we'll look at it. I think momentum shifted after it, and I think that's only natural. But again, to be able to score that winner so late in the game and just know that we were going to keep pushing through is really important. So, I think everyone knows my feelings. Probably by my face. I'm sure it was everywhere.
Hey, Becki. Racing Louisville, like you just talked about, kind of had that momentum in the second half, and it looked like they were almost going to get that third goal. Mm-hmm. But Hannah Staubach, made that incredible save. I'm just curious about, your initial reaction. I don't know the angle that you had to it. The ability to make that one-hand save. What did you see from her tonight in that stop?
I think this is just where she is right now. She's had a lot of complete performances over the last couple of weeks, and she's just got stronger and stronger, confident, reliable, everything you want in a goalkeeper. So I think as much as game-winning goals are important, game-winning saves are also important, and I'm glad you brought that up, because credit to Deeds and just the work that she has done over the last couple of weeks to continue to stay consistent.
Coach Becki, hey, congrats. So today, Sydney and the kids. So she's out there with 3 teenagers. How much of a challenge is that? How remarkable is it for those 3 young ladies to be able to do what they're doing?
Yeah, it's cool. We always say the league doesn't care about your age. We always say it to them. They love it. They don't want to be called teenage. They're footballers. We said it in the team meeting yesterday. I'm like, the front 4 is Sid and the kids, and they all laughed. But the league doesn't care about your age. If you're good enough, you'll play. And they're all good enough from what you see, they're all good enough. And they just continue to challenge each other every week. It's so refreshing to watch this team walk off the field and care about each other in such a genuine way when the age gap is so big. And they can all make each other better. And I think that's what's really cool. It's not just the older players being mentors to the younger players. It's the younger players bringing things that we've never heard. Half the time they play music, I have no idea what it is. But I think, again, just the environment that you can create with having such a big range of age and background and where everyone's come from on this team, it's really incredible. And I don't believe that the league cares how old you are. The league cares how good you are.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off that, we started the season saying there was a youth movement here with Angel City, mm-hmm. and with Casey Fair, Giselle Thompson, and of course with Kennedy Fuller tonight in her first goal by way of a great assist by Maddie Curry, who's stepped up so much in this league this year. Talk to me a little bit about how these young children are merging with these adults and making it look so seamless and effortless and putting together a complete team with them.
Yeah, they keep us young. I think that's how it works. No, I think, again, this team is so welcoming. No matter what age you are, they'll always care. They, again, elite players and footballers and pros just want to win. And if you can help each other win, you're going to have that bond, right? They compete, they make each other better in training. Like, I truly believe it. No one cares how old you are when you step on the field in training or in a game. They just care about how good you are and what you can bring to the group. But credit to the young players because they show up every day. They're still learning to be pros, and they know that. Like, we still have to hold them accountable. And I said to them at the start of the season, you're not going to be given anything. Everything that you do for your career, you're going to earn. And they're just earning it, and they earn everything that they get. And, again, couldn't ask for a better group of veteran players to really give them that that confidence and that mentorship. So, yeah, it's just a really well-balanced group.
With Claire starting on the bench, how important is it for you to get contributions from other players? I mean, whether she's on the field or not, and you did tonight, what is the value for your team moving forward when you get contributions from maybe some people who haven't been doing that so much?
Yeah, huge. And I think what's really important is that a lot of people always judge people on, like, they start or how many minutes they play. But actually, like, we talk about it all the time. Your contribution is what makes you valuable, whether it's off the bench, whether it's a goal, whether it's an assist, whether it's just your energy around the locker room. Like, contribution is value. And I think that everybody contributed tonight in a way that we needed. When you play 3 games in a week, you need everybody to contribute. And, you know, the art of it is trying to balance it out without disrupting too much, but also making sure that, you know, you put people in a position to succeed. And I think, again, being able to use Claire and Aimee off the bench and Clarice off the, like, we have incredible people to bring, like Linda Bett made such a difference off the bench for us tonight. And to be able to put people in positions where they can start, and I think it's something that's really important as a coach, is that you expose people to everything so that at any given moment they can do the role that you ask of them. I think if you just base everything around if you start, like, that's where it gets a little bit like that isn't value for me. Value is what you bring.
Coach,
Where'd that come from?
Over here, being Juneteenth night tonight, what special message you have for all the young followers or fans of Angel City?
I think if you can see it, you can be it. I think that's the message. I think these nights are huge. If you can see it, you can be it. Every woman, everybody, all people around the world, like, these moments are so special for everybody, and we're really proud to be at the forefront of all the movements. And, you know, I believe that if you can see it, you can be it. And I'm so pleased to see how much this club puts into every single event and every single important thing that matters in life.